Hey, my name is Tyler Small. I am a digital producer at Slam. I'm a Moore's dad. I'm an artist. And today I'm going to be talking about event photography, something I love to do and something I've learned a lot along the way. So I want to share some tips and tricks for pre-production, production, and post-production. Let's just get straight into it because we've attempted to do this a good amount tonight, so let's go for it. Pre-production is the stage that involves the preparing and the planning for the actual production. It's where you are setting yourself up for success, and I'm a big believer in proper preparation prevents poor performance. And I also really like to set the conditions to do my best work because it benefits everybody involved, including me. The way that I usually go about doing this is developing a shot list. It makes sure that you and the client are on the same page about what needs to be done, what will happen, what needs to be captured, and what they're expecting. So this looks like knowing what time things will happen, knowing who needs to be in the photo, what needs to be met for the marketing team, and then also what sponsor logos needs to be captured, or what special products do we need to make sure we capture that can look like, oh, this venue donated food. Please make sure you get photos of people enjoying the food. Or this is our drink sponsor. Make sure you get photos of people enjoying drinks. Cheers, all that good stuff. I try to make sure my shot lists aren't just like cocktail hour. So under cocktail hour, I'll have people smiling, camaraderie, wide shot, people cheering. So actionable items, looking for those opportunities throughout the whole time is super helpful for me. Another thing that's pretty important that I would say to do is to have a call with your point of contact a week before the event because things are fresh in their mind. A lot of things have been solidified. And if I'm honest, a lot of things don't get the final touches until the week of the event or right before. So I think that's super important. In this, you can go through the run of show together. In that, you can be able to point out any concerns or identify more opportunities to get photos. For example, I noticed everybody's going to be on stage on the team, that you all are doing a thank you to everybody that came out. Be a good time to do a group photo at that time. We all agree, that's good. But they can also figure out like what isn't a priority for them, because you could think it's a good shot, but they don't have time for it, nor do they have a need for it. So it's a good time to do that. With these tips and pre-production, I think you're off to a good start. The only other thing that I would say is if in the shot list and the run of show, you notice board members or VIPs that you don't recognize, you don't know what they look like, but you have their name, Google them, look them up on LinkedIn. I'll get a screenshot, make a little collage with their names and make it a screensaver. And I'll also have a screensaver of my shot list because I really don't want to be on my phone swiping and looking for things. If I can just pull out my phone like I'm looking at the time, but I'm really looking at my screensaver, that's a reference point and sets me up for success. It's something I love to do. And honestly, the client appreciates it. You're just like, yep, I'm good. I got it. Got the running show? Yeah, I got it. You know what yeah, I got it. But then also, yeah, you can also always show your point of contact. Like, hey, I need this person. I don't see them. They switched their hair. They don't look like that anymore. They can help you. All right, so now we're into production. Production is crunch time. It's when everything's happening. You need to be there. You need to be present. You need to capture the things happening. And a lot of these things won't happen twice. So you got to stay ready. All right, so a couple more tips for production is have lots of extra batteries and have lots of extra memory cards. Batteries because, hey, you need juice. You never know if a battery might lose a cell and it's just dying faster than it should. But then also with the memory cards, you never know if something's going to be corrupted. If you shot on something and you didn't format it and you can't get rid of those photos, or you overshoot and you need another memory card. So have some extras. It's really good to have with you. And on the topic of overshooting, I overshoot and I stand by that. And I think this is really important because when you think about taking full room shots or somebody on stage, you never know what's all going on in the details as you're looking through the lens, right? It could be somebody sneezing. You could have caught them, mid-word, so now they look like the tongue's out, or it's just like a less impactful image. So having that option, that variation can be super important, super beneficial. I think it's really important to do that for group shot. If it's 3 people, 20 people, because some people, they're going to look the other direction for a second. They saw something that just happened, or somebody's going to blink, the flash hit them. So I take about 3 or 4, maybe 5, and that way I can take eyes from another image, or I get that one image that's just exactly how it's supposed to be. Another thing that I'll say when it comes to production is have fun. Just like, honestly, if you're looking to build relationships, embody what you want to see in other people. When I say embody it, not pretend. I get fake it till you make it, but really be that, right? Like really take the time to like build something and be able to have a foundation that you can stand upon and present and also be present with. Oh, that was nice. But yes, just be able to be something, right? Not just do it, but be it. Show up in a room and be calm. That's going to really help the people you're taking photos of. Or if you're shooting a celebration, be so happy for them. Because why not? All right, so one more, last one on production is I got a good tip from Jennifer Corman about shooting people on stages when they're at podiums, when they're on mics. People often are smiling in the first 10 seconds on that stage at that mic. And after that, nunzo. No more smiles. And it's not that they're not happy. But people are often thinking about what they're talking about. And also, people on the mic are honestly touching people's hearts. And they might not be saying something that needs to be smiled about. And you can get those, but you know, it can be really hard to get those smiles. So first 10 seconds, make sure you're snapping away. You are ready. You can get them and be locked in. And that's a really great tip I got from Jennifer, because I would be stressed trying to get a shot of them smiling halfway into their speech or at the end. Because when they're done, they're done. That is for sure. Okay, on the last one, we do my favorite. One of the things that really helped me locked in with event photography is that typically you'll have a lot of photos, and a lot of people don't like editing, and I love it. I love editing. It's really fun, and I am pretty known for, you know, doing my quick flips where, you know, I shoot an event and I shoot back 300 photos the next day. And they're all high quality. They're great. But yeah, it's something that I've done over and over and over again to the point that I've developed a relationship with these tools that I really love. And yeah, I'm gonna share them with you. And post-production is putting together all the elements that you have just acquired in your production and getting it prepared to deliver to your client. One of my favorite tools to use right now is the remove tool. The remove tool is really, really cool. It's over there where like the healing brush and the clone stamp tool is. So we never want to get rid of black coffee, but just for the sake of this example, I'm going to select that. I'm going to go over here to remove. It's going to remove area using AI. And truth be told, you can remove people. So select her. I missed her dress a little bit. Let's see if it catches it. It made it another kid. Wow. Oh, now it made it a desk. Yeah. You wouldn't have known that was there. And that's another cool thing about it is you have these variations and you can generate more variations if you don't think that was good enough. I'm going to remove this ceiling. Look at that. Look, that's a whole different ceiling. This is a really good tool to use if it's like very simple things. Another thing that I want to get into that I really appreciate is mask. I love the mask. You have the linear gradient. That's really cool for if you need to just adjust like half of an image or just a portion of it. The radial gradient, which is a circle, that expands from the middle. That's really good. The brush allows you to pick specific images. I have it set to where it can highlight right now. These are all great for making adjustments to specific parts of an image. So let me go to a photo where I have more people. For example, let's use this cool couple that I was shooting at Bagcalf. So I'm gonna go over here to the mask. We're gonna go to masking, and down here you're gonna see that it says people. So it's got her, it's got that lady, it's got him. I'm gonna choose him. And one, I love this. Like this one is super helpful for me because you can also say, hey, I just want the facial skin. Oh, I just want the inside of the eyes. I just want the teeth. I just want the hair. You can do all these different things. A lot of times this is really good for if you want to whiten people's teeth. But also you can select the entire person. So like, let's say I wanted to highlight this person. Boom, I select them. I invert the mask and I make everything else around them dark. The last thing that I'll say that I use a lot that I think more people would appreciate and would help. I know there's AI here to help out with editing, but I like to use auto. Auto does the job a little bit, and then from there, I take the edits and do them as I like. And I shoot pretty much close to final, so I don't do too much in the editing, but yeah, I like to start off with that auto button. I don't use presets, but auto gets me right. I can talk more and more, but I'll cut it here and end this video with saying I've worked under a lot of folks along the way, like Philip Hamer, North Arrow, and other creatives that have shared tools with me. As I've grown, I've been able to pull from these tools in the toolbox, and it's really meant a lot. It's been a really great reminder for me to not hold all my tools to myself and share those with people, because you never know how people will use them differently and what you can learn from that. When I did my tutorials growing up, they made emphasis on like, don't do this exactly how I did it. Take it and do it your own way. So I hope these tools are something you can use and utilize for maybe something else. Or if you want to do event photography, go for it. Or if you're doing it and you want to apply some of these things, go for it. But I just wanted to do one of these videos, so I'm glad I got it done. Now I just need to edit it.